Hello my loves and welcome to my new video. I hope you're doing so well. And this is just going to be a yapping video to start 2026, and I guess it's a little bit more of like a get to know me sort of vibe. I was a bit conflicted about doing this because it's not like my usual content, but I thought why not? So I have my makeshift journal here. It was a white notebook, but I have this wrapping paper that's really cute. It's got rabbits on it as well as mushrooms, so I just put that on top. And so yesterday, January 1st, so it's never too late to journal about the past year. You can do it whenever you want, you know, don't let people make you think that you can only do it December 31st and then once that date has gone, you can't do it again. So I did my journaling for the past year yesterday, and I thought, these are some pretty good journaling prompts, and also I can just like yap about it, which is my favourite thing to do. I love yapping. So this video is for the real ones, I guess. I know that it's not going to be for everybody, but if you're interested, then I'm happy to have you here. You're more than welcome as well. And also, please do share your goals, your like favourites of last year, and just like yap in the comments as well. Sorry, my nose was a little bit blocked for a second. Firstly, my favourite of the year, which were number one, my tea tag collection. So my friends know how much I adore this. I talk about this non-stop. But basically, so this is my like 2025 diary, and I did have something stuck on there, which is why there's blue tag, but it came off. So what I have is, wait, let me make sure I don't show you 31st of December. But I have my teas of 2025, and so I have like all the teas I've had. These were like part of a set. These were when I was on holiday in Mallorca, and then it's just random, and it goes on to the next page as well. This is my tea tag collection. So yeah, whenever I see this, it fills me with so much joy. I don't know why, like it just makes me super happy. I do love tea a lot. This year my advent calendar, I got the Witter tea one, and oh my god, it was glorious. Yeah, it did fill me with a lot of joy. Like when I was showing my boyfriend on FaceTime, he said that it was probably like the biggest smile that I've had on my face. Like I just love that Witter tea advent calendar so much. Anyway, moving on, my favourite book of this year was probably Wilding by Isabella Tree. And so, especially if you're interested in the environment, I would highly recommend this. But it's so accessible to everybody, and the premise of this is that the author Isabella Tree, she's married to a man called Charles Burrell, I think, and they own this large like area of land down in Sussex. And before it was managed very intensively for agriculture, and then it was used to farm cattle. But because the price of milk is going down and like it's very hard to make a profit, they decided in about 2000 that they were going to scrap all of that, try to restore the land, and then just see what would happen. And the results of this was genuinely astonishing. Like they saw record growth in rare bird species like turtle doves and nightingales, which are going extinct in the UK pretty much. And she talks a lot about how what we think we know about science, for example, we could say, okay, these turtle doves they prefer living in woodland, but that's not always the complete picture because of something called like shifting baseline, where they could be forced to the woodland as their last sort of like area where they can survive, like as the very extreme of it. But we think, because that's where we see it, we think, oh, that's where they usually reside, and that's just not true. So for them, they had like bushes or something that the birds really enjoyed, and scientists were like, wait, that's so interesting, because from our research, like we've never thought of them occupying those habitats, those spaces. And so it sort of disproved a lot of things in like ecology, because we as humans, I think, are not capable of seeing the full picture. We only see a fragment and then we generalize it in total. So super duper interesting. One of my favourite book of this year. My favourite memes of this year were the kirkification of everything and also Pibble. I went as Pibble for Halloween. I was quite happy with that. It's like original, you know, it's quite funny. Those who know. And then kirkification, I'm sorry, I giggled at many Charlie Kirk memes. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and I also started listening to Drake genuinely because of a Charlie Kirk meme where it was the Her Loss album but Charlie Kirkified and Rich Flex in the background. I was like, wait, this song's kind of hype. So then I listened to the album and I genuinely became addicted to Spin About You. Like right now I could sing all the lyrics to Spin About You. So if I get more into Drake, I kind of only listened to that album. I haven't listened to many of his other ones, but I became a Drake fan for like a week because of a Charlie Kirk meme essentially, which is quite funny. I also really like the warm bread rolls that I get at lunch at uni because my college at Durham is catered. They're very yummy. Oh, also sweet potato with beans and cheese is life-changing. I was always like, oh, surely you need to have it with a jacket potato, like a sweet potato with cheese and beans. That doesn't sound very nice, but it is glorious. It is so delicious. Oh my god. And also I feel like sweet potatoes are healthier, so it's like a win-win situation. So if you haven't had a sweet potato with cheese and beans yet, please get it. It's so delicious. In terms of music wise this year, I think my music taste is kind of steady now, where I listen to the same sort of rotation of artists, but some of the newer ones that I've been listening to are the Marias. I've gotten really into the Marias this year. Heavy was one of my favourite songs, but I only listened to it about midway, not even midway, yeah, about from August onwards, so it wasn't in my Spotify top 10 wrapped, but I think it was in top 20. And I also really like listening to Mazzy Star right now. I am addicted to Bells Ring and Be My Angel, those two songs, as well as Fade Into You, of course, that was the one that got me into it. And then I was listening to a bit of Magdalena Bay this month, and I think Vampire in the Corner, Tunnel Vision, because I saw comments saying that Imaginal Disc was really good, so I listened to that and I was like, yeah, this is nice. And then of course Matt Maltese, Lord, with their new albums this year. Who else had new albums? Taylor Swift did, but I didn't F with that one as much. And yeah, I think I like Taylor Swift's old albums. Like Reputation was my most listened to album this year, but do I like Taylor Swift as a person anymore? Debatable. So yeah, and one of my favourite things to do is sticking my tongue out, especially at children, but just going like, or just I don't know if I want to do this on camera. Basically, okay, here, I need the accompaniment. So I was seeing quite a few people at uni with Pokemon cards in the, okay, I say quite a few, I saw 3 of my friends with Pokemon cards in their phone cases, and I was like, hey, that's really cute, let me go ask my younger brother Ethan, because this guy has like an insane collection. To be fair, he inherited some from me, so it's not all his, but it is his now. And so I was like looking through his Pokemon cards trying to find the right one, and this one is so perfect. So I'm filming this on my old phone, which is why I can show you my current phone. It's wait, can you see that? This is my spiritual animal. Oh yeah, also I got these stickers when I was in town. I love doing that at people that I know, also people that I don't really know. Like when I was doing litter picking at uni, there was a guy in the building that we were litter picking like around the perimeter of, and he held up his phone and I think he was recording us because it was kind of suspicious. So I basically just hit that at him. And when I was getting ramen with my friend about 2 weeks ago, there was a guy who was doing sort of like a 360 video of the restaurant, so I did that as well in the video. I have cat in sausage bun. I have cat in tea. I have cat in cauliflower, and I have cat in sushi. Oh, they made me giggle. Okay, so now 2025 journaling. Time to get serious. So highs of this year was when I went hiking with my friends in the summer, and also in February. So even though I'm not friends with the people in February anymore, except for like 2 of them, I still really loved that. When we reached the peak, I genuinely felt like I had ascended. It felt like a spiritual sort of experience. It was so fire. I don't know how to, it's just, you look around, you do a 360 and you see, like, you can see for miles, and it's just like, wow, like, yeah, there's nothing like it. So I love hiking. I would do more of that this year. Also, highs were, so in my family, there was somebody with like health issues, but they're all better now, which is really good. That impacted my mental health and like emotional health a lot during the start of this year, and last year as well. Also, I think being at uni and like low-key thriving, like I didn't expect uni to be this good in a way, or I was very conscious of the fact that people are like, oh, don't overhype uni, because you might not meet anybody you like, or you might get overrun by lectures. But my experience has been great so far. Hopefully it carries on next year. And I think I just really like being able to be extroverted. Like I really thrive off of meeting and talking to new people, especially if they reciprocate the energy, you know. And highs is just like in the summer, all the different friends I was meeting with and feeling at ease and laughing and everything. I'm very grateful for them. My lows, results day, I'm going in chemistry. So it was kind of feeling like not achieving my full potential, because I know that I was very capable of getting an A star. Also having like a friendship breakup that was quite a defining moment of this year, which is a shame, but can't really help that. And so it was just like, almost like souring happy memories I had with them, because it was like, well, when did they stop liking me? Because they didn't mention it until like that moment, which was a bit like, ooh. But I am completely like over the friendship thing as well. Created the space for other people to come in is, I think, the perspective that I've adopted, and it is true. So also I think one of the lows was when I initially didn't get into Oxford. I feel like deep down I knew that I didn't want it necessarily. Like I wanted the aesthetics, I wanted the prestige, and like some of my friends who were going, but do I actually want the lifestyle? Probably not. Doc, is she gonna make it? Probably not. Because Durham is genuinely like the perfect fit for me and what I want in like an undergraduate uni like life. So I'm really happy. So everything did completely work out, and I'm not genuinely, if Oxford called me up and were like, yo Nicole, we have a space for you, do you want to join? Nah bro. No. Like the things I've heard from some of my friends at Oxford, and particularly like doing the course, the literal course I would have been doing, I don't know, ref, I don't think I would have enjoyed that. Anyway, values wise, I think that I have realised from this year, I really, what's the word? I really value, oh yeah, values. I really value constant learning. So things like reading non-fiction and fiction, or researching like interests that you have outside of what you're learning at school, and having a personal curriculum. So I want to try and stick to a personal curriculum more this year. Last year I only started in like the summer, so I want to do more of that. I really value just love in general. I really value being able to make a difference. So I volunteer at the Durham Botanic Gardens. I do baking, but for charity, at Durham as well. So I'm very happy with the volunteering opportunities that are available. So I want to be able to do more of that next year. I really value optimism. I think that's a really nice mindset to adopt, and growth as well, just in general, and joy. So I surround myself with positive people, and I try to not put myself in negative situations if I can help it. So I don't listen to like sad music anymore, or I try to avoid sad films and sad books. Like if it's a good piece of media, like a good song, I will still listen to it, but it's like I'm not romanticizing the sadness and the depression like I used to in, like, to be fair, this is like year 10, year 9, and low-key, probably every girl went through that. But I think it's healthy to not indulge in that. Bucket list, I really want to do like a monthly solo date. I think I quite like that idea. I think it's quite nice to just sort of do things yourself. But I want it to be a more like consistent thing where once a month I can just like do like a little city trip or buy myself a book and then sit in a cafe and read it. I think that's quite cute. I really want to visit all the cafes in my uni town in Durham. It's quite small and I've done about 4, but I think there's a few more, so I want to get all of them done. I want to be able to run a 10k or improve my 5k time, because I have dropped off of running since coming to uni and like since the summer for sure. So I want to try and get back into that. Once my leg heals, bro, I had such a ass injury from the leg press machine at my college gym. Oh my god, part of the machine fell on me and there was 50 kilograms attached, so I had a 60-70 kilogram crush my shin, which was not great, and I had to go to A&E and my leg is still slightly numb and there's still a scar. So I don't really know when I get back into running, because whenever I run short distances I can like feel it like numb there. It's really weird. I really want to go to a concert as well, but none of my artists who I'd want to see are going on tour right now. So hopefully they announce tours in like January, February, and then I can go to at least one concert, because I like going to 2-3 concerts a year. So some accomplishments of last year, I would say I handled Oxford rejection well, and I got the A star in biology and geography. I guess I'm proud of A in chem, but also and then I moved on from like friends. I made lots of new friends as well at uni. I did quite a bit of gardening, which I was really happy about, so I grew loads of lettuce and fruit. I laughed a lot. I found out that I'm really good at roller skating. And I did a bit of crocheting, so some things that I crocheted that I gave to like my friend, my boyfriends, my brother, I was really proud of that because they looked really cute. And I think I've been a better older sister as well. Like as I get older, every year I'm becoming like a better sister for my younger brother. He's 12 now, he's really cute. He's also almost the same height as me, which is a little bit crazy. I also made it onto my university college's badminton team, which is a bit crazy. I had more honest conversations this year, and I think I improved at communication, which is really, really important in relationships, and especially with my boyfriend being long distance, communication is so important. And I'm not perfect, of course, but I am definitely getting better, I think. And I've lived more in the present moment. Things that I want to do more of this year, I want to spend more time in nature, hiking. I want to do more volunteering. I want to spend more time with my younger brother. I want to talk to new people for sure, and write more poems, consume more long form videos and podcasts, because I did drop off of that this year last year compared to the 2024. I also want to have more of a like doing it scared mindset. I started posting on TikTok, which is kind of like doing it scared, and I think being able to sort of just go head first, even if you don't feel fully prepared, is a really great skill to be able to adopt. And I want to reconnect with friends, so making sure that I'm still keeping in contact, and also keeping promises to myself. So I feel like my self-confidence is very contingent upon how much I trust myself and how much I keep promises to myself. So a lot of times I've been like, I'm getting up at 8 tomorrow, and then I get up at 10, and then it just makes me feel bad for the rest of the day. So I'm going to try and take myself a lot more seriously this year. Less real screen time, less clutter, like physical and also digital, less mood-based actions, because I am very much like, I will revise when I feel like good, or I will film a video when I feel like I look good, or I will do this based on my mood, you know. And so I think I need to create those systems, or not really caring about how I'm feeling. I mean, obviously with the exception of like if I'm feeling like emotional distress and burnout, but I'm not really like that. It's just like I feel a bit like meh, so I'm just not going to do it. So I need to change that mindset, and I also need to change my mindset of like extreme thinking and like being more grounded. And also I need to stop late nights FaceTiming my boyfriend, and I need to actually get up when my alarm goes off in the morning and not just honk meing and pressing snooze. And finally, I need to stop interfering in other people's lives, because for me, like, when my friends come to me with a problem that I think is quite obvious, and I will tell them the advice, and they'll go like, yeah, like, that's true, but then, because I feel like that's me showing care about their like actual well-being, I will go further than just telling them advice and then just leaving it. Like, if they're saying, oh, my boyfriend's treating me horribly, I won't just say, oh, you deserve better. I might also say, you might be happy if you break up with him. But I realised that even though I think it's quite obvious what the solution is, if they don't want to do it, then even if it frustrates me, because it's like, I can see that you're upset because of your, for example, boyfriend, or for example, your like situationship, even though I can see that they're upset and annoyed by it, I still shouldn't necessarily interfere, because then it backfires on me. So my phone ran out of battery because I've been recording for 30 minutes. Wait, let me just position it a bit more. Okay, now time to speed through this. Sometimes you won't be able to understand someone's action, and that's okay. Don't waste mental like stress, because also if you think, how can someone do that to me, take that as a good sign, because it just shows that you have more compassion, or you have more kindness in you to not be able to understand someone's action like that's harming you. So that gave me a lot more like mental relaxation when I can understand why someone chose to act in the way they did against me. Goals: I want to adopt a more consistent and healthy sleep routine. I want to get a first by the end of this year, but like obviously it's not like serious first because I'm only in first year uni. I want to be more consistent posting on social media and like really grow this community, this cute community. I love you guys. And I want to like reduce my screen time on reels. And I was thinking maybe I would give myself a day or two of the week where I ban myself from going on it. And also minimum 30 books read this year, because last year I only read 17, which is not very good. So this year minimum 30. And I think because uni I didn't read any books because I was always socialising, but this year, or second term, because I have my friends now and I know the sort of vibe of each person, I can sort of give myself more individual time and hopefully be able to read more books at uni. I want to be able to run 10k or like 25-minute 5k as well, and then go into the gym like twice a week, except when I'm on my period. Because I also, before I move in for second year, so in the summer, learning to cook a rotation of nutritious meals. So bro, let me cook. I'm gonna be there with the flipping wok or air fryer or rice cooker or something. I'm going to be cooking up a storm second year. And I also really want to learn more about rewilding and herbs and stuff like that, because I think I've very much like found where my interests lie, so I can just lock in on that. I care about the environment very deeply. I'm also like a big advocate for Palestine and abortion rights and just human rights, guys. They're not even like something like that should even be debated. It's just common sense. Oh yeah, there's going to be a pro-Palestinian raffle in the new year, or like this month, I think, that Durham Uni's organising, and so I said that I'd crochet them some coasters that they can put in there. So it's like doing those like bits that I can to help. I really feel fulfilled when I can help people as a collective. So that's why I do YouTube, that's why I do TikTok. It's because I want the advice that I've learned through my experiences to actually be able to help another person. That's what gives me purpose in life. One of the things I've learned this year as well is that if you are around people and like friends who are nice to you but tend to be quite negative about other people, or they don't take things that you find really serious as serious themselves, or you feel like you can't really open up about something that's really affecting you mentally and emotionally because they won't comfort you in that way, then it's probably best to distance yourself a bit and not make them like your best friends, you know. So that's something, a lesson that I've learned going into the new year, is to choose like your closest friends wisely. Like you can obviously still hang around them if they're like a great time, but it's not like forming super close attachments to them. And yeah, things that bring me genuine joy. Hiking, I really like networking, but like actually talking and chatting with people. I like cafe dates, I like reading nice YouTube comments. Like the Oxford rejection vlog was probably my favourite video because the comments that I was getting about being able to like actually help others made me feel so privileged and so just grateful. I really like reading books related to the environment and ecology, and I feel like, yeah, lots of growth this year. And so finally, I want to be more disciplined next year and more confident, more emotionally grounded, and I will definitely be rereading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I think I need that right now. I want to be more educated about the world, which is what I am going to try and incorporate into my personal curriculum. So I want to be the person who sort of knows like a bit of everything. That's why I think being a scientist and then learning about humanities on the side is so great, because I think it's harder the other way around. So I do biology and geography in my course, so I have a bit of both, and then I can then learn a bit of history, I can read some classics, I can learn about politics. I want to sort of be well read, and I want to do more consistent exercise. I want to go to events and meet new people, sort of go out of my comfort zone a bit more. I want to stick to my morning and routine better and practice more mindfulness like meditation, improve my time management, and I want to post social media more consistently. And then I want to have... I ran out of storage again, and I'm also getting... I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I've been napping for way too long. So this is, for reals, the last thing that I want to say. Some words that I want to have like in the back of my mind or to encompass this year are fulfillment and joy, ease, light and abundance. So there's my words that I'm hoping to manifest more experiences and people that are like aligned with that in 2026. So this was the end of my yap. I lied, I think I will have to edit it because it's about 40 minutes long right now, which is madness. Bro, get me on a podcast, NGL. What if I started a podcast? But yeah, I hope that some of these journaling prompts you guys could absolutely do as well, to like really dissect and understand how the last year went for you. And I hope you enjoyed listening to me yap, getting to know me a bit better, more than just how to do active recall, whatever. But if those are sort of videos that you would like as well, hit me up, comment down below what sort of videos you'd like to see, and I hope you guys have the most blessed and joyful years of your life so far. I love you guys so much. Bye bye.